Their city, Dublin, the town I love so dear. But we're after winning 2 million quid, so we're off to Belvedere. Yes, it's goodbye to good old Arthur J, and it's bonjour to Pint Chablis. I am leaving my heart at the Halfpenny Bridge, now it's Belvedere for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone to the Hardcore FM podcast show. I'm your host, Hardcore Declan, of course, and tonight is our Money in the Bank preview show here tonight. We're going to go through the list of who is going to win in my particular order, and who's going to obviously walk away with nothing. It's good to be back. I know I normally don't do the smaller pay-per-views, but I just said I had time today, and I said I'd jump on and do the pay-per-view show. So I hope you are all well on this Friday night, guys, coming into your home, letting me into your home, guys. I do appreciate it. And obviously, if you haven't subbed to the channel, give us a subs, a thumbs up, and put the bell on, guys. And every time I go live, it'll notify you when I'm live, and you can listen live. You can listen when it's not live. I have so much content on this to probably do you a year, maybe even more. So I do appreciate it, but please put that notifications, guys, on and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, guys. Anyway, let's get into the swing of things as we always do, guys, on this channel. We will start off with Jey Uso versus Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade versus Chad Gable versus LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Obviously, the winner gets a contract up to a year to cash in. So, who's going to win, guys? Who is going to win? I wanted back. Obviously, there's a lot of people in there. I'd like to back Drew McIntyre on this one. But I don't know, for some weird reason, I want to back Gable on this one. Chad Gable. But I'm gonna go with Drew McIntyre on this one. But I hope Gable wins. It'll be fantastic for his career. You know, you never know. He might become a champion, a heavyweight champion soon. You know, he's a phenomenal athlete. Would you believe it or not? He's an Olympian like Kurt Angle. But like what like it's crazy how he can do that German suplex. It's crazy as hell he can do that German suplex. But I'm gonna go with Drew McIntyre on this one, guys. Obviously Drew was being screwed out of it again and again and again. But I don't know. I just have a funny feeling. I know CM Punk was there. I didn't think he was gonna show up at Clash of the Castle. He did. Screwed Drew out of it big time twice now. Drew was being kind of screwed, and obviously Drew was probably part of the storyline and speculating of leaving and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with probably Drew McIntyre on this one, unless he gets screwed out of it. Drew McIntyre to win, or possibly LA Knight, one or the other. But I'm gonna back Drew McIntyre on this one. But if he's screwed out of it, I'm gonna go with LA Knight on this one, guys. I'd love to see Gable win, but I don't know about Andrade and Carmelo Hayes and possibly Jey Uso, because I think the Usos getting back together as well soon with the It's going to be. We'll talk about it maybe later on. It's going to be basically the old bloodline versus the new bloodline. That'll be fantastic. That will be, and I reckon it'll probably start maybe after SummerSlam or around that time. That will be unbelievable. And then they'll probably have like a four-way, like a Survivor Series, will be like a four on four, unless they have the War Games. But they might. I'm only suggesting that they could have like an 8-man tag match. Elimination rules, Survivor Series. I used to love all them. Survivor Series is kind of gone now, because Survivor. It's not the Survivor Series. I remember like they're bringing in this War Games from WCW, which is ridiculous. They should have just kept Survivor Series a thing, and then have War Games as a completely different pay per view instead of having Survivor Series War Games or War Games Survivor Series, whatever you want to call it, or whatever you want to brand it. But anyway, I'm gonna go, guys, with LA Knight on this one to win, or sorry, Drew McIntyre to win. LA Knight is my second because I just have a funny feeling that CM Punk will probably screw McIntyre again. So Drew McIntyre from me. Anyway, guys. Now we will move on to Io Sky versus Chelsea Green versus Laura Valkyrie versus Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi versus Zoe Stark in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match for a women's championship match contract up to a year, as you know. So basically, who's going to win her? Is it going to be Io Sky? Will she get that chance? Will she get her belt back after being obviously beaten by Bayley at WrestleMania? Will it be Io Sky that's going to be injected in there with the briefcase? Will it be Chelsea Green? I can't see Chelsea Green. The Irish, to look at the Irish, Laura Valkyria. I'll definitely root for her being Irish. Tiffany Stratton, she's going to be big. Absolutely, she's going to be amazing with her stint, especially in the WWE. I don't think it's Naomi, but we'll never know. So I'm going to go with either Io Sky or Laura Valkyria. I'm going to go with the look of the Irish. I'm going to go with Laura Valkyria to win the Money in the Bank, women's Money in the Bank, and probably cash it in that night or maybe whatever. You have a year to cash it in, so she has until next July to basically cash it in if she decides to do that. Now we will move on to last chance match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Damian Priest versus Seth Freakin' Rollins. If Priest wins, Rollins will never challenge for the title for as long as Priest is champion. If Rollins wins, Priest must leave the Judgment Day. So a lot on stake here, guys. Is Priest going to be leaving the Judgment Day, or is Seth Rollins going to lose and never challenge the championship as long as Priest is champion? That's a big, massive stipulation. And as I know, I don't know when this came in because I didn't get a chance to watch Raw. It was on too late. I think you ended up going to bed. But that's going to be tough. But I'm going to probably stick with Damian Priest on this one. I can't see Damian Priest leaving the Judgment Day, even though there's cracks already at the Judgment Day. There is cracks. But you never know. Maybe Rollins will win, and because he obviously I think it was on the cards for him to drop the title anyway at WrestleMania. But It is what it is. You know, Drew beats, what was it, like a 40-minute match? Drew beats Rollins in a 40-minute match. And then McIntyre loses it like in probably, what, 2-3 minutes of gloating and worrying about CM Punk. CM Punk attacks him. And that's when Damian Priest obviously got um, was able to, you know, cash in his money in the bank the way he did. So he got the opportunity to just cash it in. So I'm gonna go with Damian Priest to be still world heavyweight champion on this one, guys. Now we will move on to Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. Um, will Braun Breaker be the new Intercontinental Champion, guys? And it's a tough one because Braun Breaker is an absolute powerhouse. He is an absolute powerhouse. And so it's going to be a tough one, but I'm going to stick with Sami Zayn on this one. I don't know why. I just want to stick with Sami Zayn. So Sami Zayn it is, guys. Now we will move on to the main event of the evening. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline. Solo Sikoa, Tamba Tonga, and Tonga Longa, and Jacob Fatu. So one of these men's will be a 6-man tag match. Who's going to win, guys? You know, and the Bloodline has been so strongly now with Solo Sikoa now taking the reins, attacking Paul Heyman. During, was it SmackDown or was it Raw? SmackDown, I think it was. And now he thinks he is the head of the table and that you have to acknowledge him. And fair play to Paul Heyman standing up to the Bloodline, even though he got badly assaulted that night. But he got broken up. He went through a table. Very, very sad. What happened to Paul Heyman? Looked like he hadn't slept in a week, even though storyline he didn't sleep the whole night. They told him to not sleep the whole night just to look rough, and you could see it in him. He didn't look too well. Paul Heyman had a bit of a stubble. Same, remember a couple of years ago, Brock Lesnar. He didn't look too well there either after him. I think didn't he screw Brock Lesnar or something happened with Brock Lesnar. Even though, would you believe, Brock and Heyman are like friends, even though obviously it's kayfabe, you know what I mean? It's they're obviously real friends in real life, but obviously getting through like that, obviously it's just a storyline. So, but they're good friends in real life. But who's going to win, guys, and which of the 3 members of the Bloodline will be involved? Will it be Jacob Fatu, Tonga Tonga, Tonga Laura, and Tama Tonga, or Solo Sikoa? I reckon Solo Sikoa will definitely be in the match. Maybe the Tanga and Tanga Loa. Tanga Loa and Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. I don't think Tanga Loa will probably be in this match, but I'll probably be Fatu, Solo Sikoa, and Tanga Loa. I don't think Tama Tonga will be wrestling. But who's going to win, guys? I'm going to go with Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens to beat them. But no, now look, the Bloodline will come up something and beat Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens. So I reckon something like that will happen. So happy days. So that's our show. Is our little rundown list. And as you know, is the obviously obviously Money in the Bank comes to you tomorrow night from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Obviously we're on SmackDown, so it comes from Canada in Toronto. So I wonder if we have any surprises. You never know. You never know what will happen in WWE if we will be having surprises or so. So anyway, guys, before we get out of here, as we always do, guys. Oh yeah, I want to talk about the Bloodline, the old Bloodline versus the Bloodline. So The Rock said he's coming back at SummerSlam. Roman Reigns' possibility to come back at SummerSlam. And the Usos are going to get back together. So it's going to be the old Bloodline with The Rock and the Usos, Roman Reigns, and they are going to take out the new Bloodline. So that's going to be a good storyline. Really good storyline. So it's going to be a good couple of months. Hopefully, a good couple of months. So we wait and see. We will really wait and see uh, what's going to be between now and SummerSlam. Obviously, a month or so, and then after the Royal Rumble, it gets even more better, where it goes um, into WrestleMania season. So there's a lot uh, good fucking boy, good booking boy uh, creative, and with Vince McMahon gone now and Triple H, the Paul Levesque era has started. That's unbelievable. And to be honest, the wrestling, it used to be quite boring, even in the last, um, not year, maybe two years ago. It's been kind of bad. And so, it's not really, it wasn't good then, but now with Paul Levesque or whatever his name is, Paul Levy or whatever his name is, Paul Levesque coming in, aka Triple H, if people don't know who Paul Levesque is, coming in. And even the WrestleMania was absolutely fantastic. A lot of the pay per views are getting more better. And then obviously in January, I think I don't know when the first Monday of January is, but in January when it moves over to Netflix, Raw is going to be more edgier. It's going to be more no sensory, no nothing, so they can kind of move away from cable. Go to Netflix on their digital platform and become censor free. So like if people are coursing, they won't censor out. And I think that's where we move on. Maybe bring back like similar to the Attitude Era. It's not as good as the Attitude Era I remember, but bring back the Attitude Era 2.0, whatever you want to call it, or 1.0, whatever you want to call it, and give it a go and let it just take pull the curtain back and let it go and until people get pissed off about it and whatever. But see, we're unfortunately we're in a society now. Is back then, yes, you could get away with it, and I'm sure. So some of the stuff, when I look back, they definitely didn't get away with it. They either probably had the feds up their arse and the cable network up their arse, and you can't do this, and you can't do that. But they didn't give a shit back then. Nowadays, you'd be very, very careful what you say. A multicultural country that we live in, you have to be really, really, really equipped of what you say. Like we have, as I said, we have a multiple cultures in this country, and you have to be very, very careful, like what you say and your p's and q's, as you call it. Um, so, so that's it. So anyway, guys, before we get out of here, we would do as we always do, guys. We're finished talking about wrestling. I hope you enjoy it. It comes tomorrow night, 1 a.m. in England. Comes to you, sorry, 1 a.m. If you're in the UK and Ireland. I don't know, probably 7 or 8 p.m. in America, and probably 5 p.m. in the East Coast. Anyway, guys, we're out of here. Shout outs, as we always do. I want to give a good shout out to Colin Me Brown the Sky and his wife Sandra. Say hello to them, guys. I want to say hello to my beautiful wife Roshan. I want to say hello to Dan Oakley. I want to say hello to Drac, Mary Brown, Knucklehead, Helsing. Am I missing anybody? Jack Lloyd Finnegan, Oddmans. I love Oddmans. It's a YouTube channel, by the way. Am I missing anybody? And Brian, Aaron, Frankie, Keith, Louise, Glenn. I think that's it, isn't it? Oh, Matthew as well. We want to say out to Matt as well. I hope you enjoy this podcast. And as I said, if you don't get a chance to get around it tonight, you can watch it anytime, guys. It'll be here for as long as unless I delete it. But that's why the archives are there and stuff. So I think that's it, guys. I think that's all of our shout outs as we can do tonight. Now, anyway, guys, enjoy tomorrow night. I hope you enjoyed the WWE Money in the Bank. SmackDown will be on tonight as well, so I'll enjoy that. So, that's it, guys. Slán lad, Marsha the Hully, Awesome Buchanan, I will be back probably the next pay-per-view, which will be probably SummerSlam. And can you believe, is it next year or the year SummerSlam will be over 2 nights? That's going to be amazing. That's to tell you what type of roster WWE are dealing with right now, where they have like a big roster, like a massive roster where they can do it 2 nights, not just 1 night. It's that big now. We have to do it 2 nights now. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's not going to be too much now. I'm getting pissed with these 2 nights. Like WrestleMania is enough between the Hall of Fame. I'd be wrecked all weekend between the Hall of Fame on the Friday night. Then night 1 of WrestleMania is Saturday, and then you do it again Sunday, and it's like 4 or 5 o'clock when you got in the bed, and it's just like crazy. We don't want 2 nights. Come on, guys. But that's a big news, massive news a couple of months ago. That's SummerSlam will be going in 2025. I think it's 2025 or 2026. It will be going 2 nights when we can't get enough of WrestleMania being 2 nights. But I hope they really bring back the Sunday pay-per-views with the move to Netflix and stuff. I just hope they move their pay-per-views back to Sundays, because they were good days. They were really good days where they were able to have a Sunday pay-per-view. It's very rare that they have a Sunday pay-per-view. It's only if it's on 2 nights, like WrestleMania, that's a Sunday, and stuff like that. So, it is what it is, So anyway, guys, I think that's me done for the night. you know. Um, so I think that's me done for tonight, guys. But I do hope you enjoy me coming into your lives, coming into your sitting room, on a Friday night or is it Friday night? I don't even know what night it is. Friday night, sorry, on a Friday night when you're probably just chilling. But please enjoy the content I do. I love what I do. I don't ask for money for this, guys. So I'm doing this out of my goodwill. And all I ask is to subscribe and give us a thumbs up, guys, and put the bell on. And when the bell is on and I come live, it will notify you guys. Slán lad, más de hole, asan bukal, asan Colin. Slán.
Old inner city Dublin, the town I love so dear. But we're after winning 2 million quid, so we're off to Belvedere. Yes, it's goodbye to good old Arthur J, and it's bonjour to Point Chablis. I am leaving my heart at the Halfpenny Bridge, now it's Belvedere.